I have friends who are homeless. They hop from couch to couch. I mean, there's people who, after a lifelong tread of defeat, just don't want to do it anymore. They just, I'm sure a lot of people can still get a job being homeless, but especially in Reno, there's a lot of people who lose a lot of hope.
A person who doesn't have a physical address and doesn't have a phone, and it's their choice. They don't want to either follow the rules of the shelter, or they're okay. They've adapted again to that lifestyle. So there's that percentage. Then there's the percentage that truly wants to get help and you'll find they're reaching out more. So they're coming to visit us. They're finding us. They're getting a bus pass somehow. They're getting money to get on the bus and come find us, or come to the Community Assistance Center to get help. Those are, there's so many different populations. Then you've got the ones living on the encampment on the Truckee River. There's camps on the Truckee River and some of them let anybody come in, and some are like, no, you have to be a Vietnam vet, or you have to be, there's very strict guidelines, but they're living and they're surviving, and it's such a different world. So.
We rotate with, right now we have 14 different host congregations. 14 different host congregations and 9 support congregations that help us. And of course the hosting congregations are just that, they let us sleep there and they provide food. The supports try and help with food and additional staffing as we can.
We know that when they come into our program that it's going to be a 13-month-long program. They know it's going to be a Christ-centered program. They also know that they're going to be receiving 3 meals plus also room and board and all of their hygiene products, and also their clothing is going to be taken care of. Okay, so, and there's also an opportunity for becoming a productive member of society once they complete our program as well. So.
I think our biggest challenge right now is, as a community, there are a lot of agencies out there, even governmental agencies and not-for-profits, that are really doing things to try to help, but they seem to be doing things a little bit more in isolation, and they were not necessarily being what I'd call real collaborative in doing it, not real strategic talking with each other. So there's some duplication of services. There's also gaps in services where things aren't being met, and I think that's the big push right now. I hadn't really thought of that, but that might be a really good idea.
I mean, you get homeless individuals that are going there saying, it's getting cold, I can sleep in my van, but I'm afraid my dog is going to freeze to death. What services are there for the pets? What services are there for kids? A lot of that, if you had that on a website where people can access and say, well, Gospel Mission has X number of beds, Family Promise has openings, and this is the criteria to get in there, that can actually ease up on the staff down there with just answering questions.